Hey everyone, it's Joe Bradley here in Houston, Texas, and I want to thank you first of all for stopping by my channel once again, stopping by my page or stopping by my blog, wherever you found me. I want to thank you for stopping by. This morning it's kind of rainy outside. I'm headed to a meeting, then to a funeral, but that's part of that's all of that is part of life, and not to make light of anything, but we do have to respect the pace of life and respect the journey and respect the things that happen along the way in the journey. But today I want to talk about this whole concept about the glass being half full versus the glass being half empty, and I want to add a third vantage point, if you will. I want to add a third vantage point, or a third view to that angle, because I think that there are only two sides that ever get mentioned, or two viewpoints or vantage points that ever get mentioned. But I do believe that there are more. There's another vantage point in that process, and I believe that after you watch this video, that your red light is going to turn green. And so that's my goal. My goal is to bring value into people's lives and to help them to, go through those traffic jams, go through those stoplights, turn the stoplight from red to green, and they can go on and say, you know what, I never thought about it like that before, but now that you mentioned it, wow. Now that you mention it, wow. Okay, so there's this whole thing about, some people see the glass as half empty, some people see the glass half full, right? And depending on how we see the glass is going to determine how we go through life. But okay, and I think for the most part we all know what glass half empty, glass half full is. But for those of us, for the sake of those who may not know exactly what I'm talking about, seeing the glass half empty is when you're in the middle of a situation, when you're in the middle of a circumstance. The main thing we notice is the negative part of it. The negative outcome, or the negative situation, right? The glass half empty is kind of like I'm on my way to a meeting right now. I am, right? And I left early enough, but my mind has me thinking that, and the kind of, I have a glass half empty kind of mindset, and I get caught in traffic, or I get caught at a stoplight or whatever, and I get caught in traffic, and I'm sitting here like, wow, see, and I knew it. I knew that something was going to happen to make me late. I knew it. It's because kind of stuff always happens. No matter what happens, there's always something that comes and blows the deal, right? And I'm going to tell you something. Some of the hardest people to work with are people who view the negative things that happen, or people that view, I don't even want to call it negative, people that view adverse things that happen as something that was supposed to happen to let us know that we're not supposed to do this. Or, this must be a sign from God, because hey, we wouldn't be having all this trouble if he wanted us to do this kind of things. What is worth having that doesn't go through some form of opposition? What is there worth holding on to that doesn't require some kind of fortitude on our part, some kind of standing up anyway on our part? What is it in life that we go through that never comes through any kind of challenges, right? I mean, if there are no challenges at all, then it's probably really worthless, right? Because even the diamonds, and I said this in the previous video, the diamonds that are in the ground, before they actually become diamonds on our fingers and around our necks and in tennis bracelets and all that stuff, before they ever get there, they're nothing but a rock of coal. They're nothing but a rock of coal, but they've been pressed down by the pressures of the earth on top and the earth below, and it heats them up so much to the point where they're unbreakable, right? But now, are diamonds not worth having because of all the pressure that they've been through? Are they worthless because all of the pressure that they've been through, everything they've gone through, is it worth just passing them over? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's the pressure that made them precious, right? But pessimistic people and negative people, reactionary people, are people that think that they're supposed to have it all with no opposition, and that's the glass half empty. That's I told you we shouldn't have done this. I see that. I knew it from the beginning. I should have listened to my first mind. Should have never done this. Come on, let's move on to something else. Or I'll never do anything like that again. Come on, you know what? I'm done. But then there's the glass half full kind of people. And the glass half full, and up until just recently, I considered myself a glass half full kind of guy. Right? And the glass half full is where you can be in the middle of the circumstance and you can find the positivity, and it's just a glitch in the system, if you will. I get caught in that same traffic jam, and I'm thinking like, hey, you know what? I'd rather be in the traffic than the reason for the traffic. I'd rather be caught in traffic than the cause of the traffic. And that's a good way of thinking, because what happens is I still know that I can make lemonade out of these lemons I got. As some people have said, I can make lemonade out of these lemons. So I'm caught in traffic. I might be running late, but the reality of it is, at least I'll get there safe. That's glass half full, right? Glass half full is, well, everybody didn't show up that we could have had, but guess what? We can still do. We can still get some stuff done today. So let's keep on going. Let's keep moving, and let's keep making it happen. The glass half full is the one who he's stuck in the traffic, but he makes the call and says, hey, I'm stuck in traffic, so I'm going to be a little behind, but I am on my way, but y'all just get started without me and then catch me up when I get there. That's a glass half full. He doesn't lose his day, but he finds the opposition as an opportunity, and it's like, wow, let's we can do something with this. This is awesome. This is pretty good. So that's a glass half full. But then there's another vantage point, right? And this vantage point, I believe, is the one that many people hold, but because maybe it's never been brought out, by default we just said, hey, I'm a glass half full kind of guy. But this vantage point is a glass with some water in it. Because see, while there's a person who is viewing the traffic as the reason why they need to quit, as the reason why I need to turn around and go home, and then there's the person who's in traffic that's viewing the traffic as the reason why things can get better, or in spite of this traffic, it's still going to get better, right? Both of them really are still focusing on the traffic. Now, one is focusing on the traffic in a good way, one is focused on traffic in a negative way, but then there's a third person that just says, hey, I'm in traffic, but maybe not even realizing or paying attention to the traffic. The mindset on the destination is so set to the point where I can literally have the conversation with the person in the car with the person who's in the car with me, or I can continue to listen to my music or listen to my positive audio or whatever it might be. I can continue focusing on driving. I can continue doing whatever I'm doing, because this is neither good nor bad. This absolutely changes nothing. This changes nothing for me. This doesn't make me better or make me worse. I'm still focused on what I'm doing. The glass, it just happened. This traffic just happened to come along, but I'm not drawing energy. Because see, when my glass is half full, I'm actually still depending on circumstances around me to get positive energy. I'm still depending on situations and circumstances and external things to actually build me up, to build up that courage. I'm still looking for something out there to get me to where I need to be. But when the glass is just a glass with water in it, then it doesn't matter what happens. The energy that I'm drawing from doesn't come from out there, right? The positive energy, the optimistic outlook, the undeniable confidence, and the assurance that I'm going to get wherever it is I'm going in spite of what happens along the way, that doesn't come from sitting in traffic or not sitting in traffic. That comes from the fact that I've made up my mind before I started this thing out, that I made up in my mind beforehand. I decided beforehand where I was going to go, where it was that I was going to be at what specific time, and no matter what happens, nothing changes the fact that that's where I'm going. Nothing can take that away, because here's the thing: if I'm looking for even when my glass is half full, and I'm looking for, that means I'm looking for something good in the situation. Now, is there something wrong with looking for something good in the situation? Absolutely not. What I'm saying is there is even more undeniable, uninterrupting power within. You have everything that's within you to go wherever it is that you want to go, but the key is to make sure that the glass does not become a distraction. Whether it's half full or half empty, the glass does not become a distraction. And so the glass with water in it, regardless of whether it's half full or half empty, is that glass. It's that vantage point. It's that viewpoint that doesn't interrupt my focus. I hope this has touched somebody. I hope this has added value to someone's life. And I just want you to know that you control how you respond to the traffic. All right? I was eating some soup at a Chinese restaurant last night, and I opened up my fortune cookie, and the fortune said, only you can change your life. No one else can do it for you. That's what I want to leave with you today. Only you can change your life. No one else can do it for you. And so if you are looking to change your life, if you're looking to go uninterrupted in your focus, regardless of the situations and circumstances, because I'm not saying that they aren't going to happen, but they just don't interrupt your focus, then I want you to know that we're here to work with you, and we can get you to where you're going, and we can help you along the way. All right? So click the link below or send me an email. Whatever the video, whatever's underneath the video, whatever the instructions are underneath the video, go ahead and do that, and I'll see you on the other side. God bless.